What's up guys, Saxon Good Time Gaming, and it is day 3 of Spring Break, Payday 2 2018. Technically it is day 4 right now, but I wasn't able to get a video out the other day because I was out of town. I elected to not bother with day 2 because it's just a stupid live stream, and if it was anything important it'd be all over the internet like, oh my gosh, new DLC announced for Payday 2, or Payday 3 announced releasing August 2019 or 18 or something like that. But the fact that there's nothing out anywhere leads me to believe there's probably nothing of any interest that was even talked about or discussed on the live stream, so therefore I probably didn't miss anything. So day 3 had a couple decent-ish things. There's some new spooky text and like little weird things on that website. The website, of course, being the secret, is really real. Honestly, I don't really know what it is. I've kind of poked around on the site a little bit. Nothing really that interesting that I've seen on there. Part of this makes me think that maybe this has something to do with like the Payday 2 secret heist or secret room, similar to how in the first Payday the Heist, there was the Overdrill event / achievement that was hidden until you did some very specific things to unlock it. Of course, that wasn't discovered until quite a while after the game had been released. People have been theorizing for years now at this point that there's a similar thing in Payday 2. Maybe there is, maybe there isn't. I tend to think there isn't, simply because of the fact that this game has just been hacked to hell and back. Assets have been pulled out and used to make entire new heists. So I feel like if there was like some secret something somewhere, then, you know, somebody would have found it by now, or at least have a pretty strong idea of what it is. But I see the forum thread popping up every once in a while on the Payday 2 discussion that's like now like 3 years old, of people like theory crafting around this, and part of me just makes me like sigh and just shake my head and think, you know, there's nothing out there, this is it. But who knows, maybe there is something. I could be wrong. I don't know everything. Spring Break of day 3 brought out a couple of decent-ish, sort of kind of interesting things. The first thing is the fact that there are a ton of new side jobs. So there's about 43 side jobs according to the news release, so you'll have a few extra different things you can do for your side jobs, a little bit more variety, and they've also been moved from the safe house to crime net, so you can see them a little bit easier and a little bit quicker. So I guess that's okay, I guess. There's also 36 new achievements that have been pulled from the sound of things forum suggestions. So if you have suggested a achievement in the past on the forum, then you may see that that achievement is now made its way into the game. And of course, as with any major Payday 2 update or event, there is a new weapon safe to be had. This one is a Duke weapon safe. I've looked through the skins. There's not really anything that sticks out too much at me. There's a few decent looking ones. A lot of gold and silver kind of textures. Some browns, like mahogany, woodish looking colors here and there. It's okay. It's not great. It's not amazing. It's just kind of like, eh, you know. Also released with this and related to Duke is the Duke Mega Mask. So there's now a Mega version of the Duke Mask, which looks pretty cool actually. I thought the original Duke Mask was kind of mediocre at best. But this one looks pretty cool. I like the style of it. I like the way that the gold kind of like cuts through the face almost like it's cracked, so it's kind of neat. Also released with this is a couple of interesting new additions. So I'll go over these. I'll start with what I think is the coolest thing first, and then kind of go to what's not so cool in my opinion. So the first cool thing is the fact that there is a achievement milestone for 1,000 achievements. So that by itself doesn't really mean anything. It doesn't really matter. People don't tend to covet achievements on Steam as they do like on the PlayStation Network or like on Xbox Live. But if you can unlock 1,000 achievements or more, you get a super sweet looking mask, which is okay. You know, it's kind of cool. It's another mask. Looks pretty sweet. But the bigger thing, and the thing I think is the cool thing, is the fact that you get a weapon skin unlock as well that works on all weapons, regardless of whether or not they are a primary, secondary, akimbo. This new skin works on every single one of them, so I think that's pretty cool. I think that kind of like paves the way to like maybe having skins in the future that are going to actually apply to all weapons and not just like a specific one. It'd be pretty cool to have like Stars and Stripes pattern across like, I don't know, like an AK, or across like an M16 or something like that, instead of just being like the Thanatos and then the Judge skin as well. So I think that's kind of cool if they're kind of open the door to having skins that apply to every gun and not just like one gun. So pretty neat there. And of course this also, this skin also applies to armor, so you can also use it for that. So kind of cool, I guess. Also, if you still don't have this game for some reason and you're listening to this and watching this, then the Payday 2 base game as well as the Ultimate Edition are currently on sale for 50 and 75% off respectively. Payday 2 in its current form is probably one of the greatest values on the market in terms of like, you know, bang for your buck. So I would highly recommend it to anybody out there to go ahead and pick that up if you don't for some reason own this already. But that is about it for today, guys. I'm looking at the day 4 release here for Spring Break, and it's another fucking live stream. Like, seriously? Nobody cares. Okay, this one is with Overkill Wordsmith and Oscar, the sound engineer. So, yeah. Yay. Apparently they covered some lore and voice actor questions on the Steam forum. I might check those out and see if there's anything interesting to them, but I have a feeling there's not really anything that's that interesting on there. So, thought about do it for this video, guys. If you have been keeping up with Spring Break 2018, let me know what you think. Personally, I'm extremely underwhelmed. I guess in one respect, it's not really surprising considering that, you know, this game is old and they're kind of working probably on Payday 3 at this point. Not a lot of new stuff coming out. They're not really making a lot of money off of it anymore. So like, I kind of understand that. But then at the same time, this is like kind of underwhelming. Probably the worst yet. So let me know what you guys think in the comments below, and I will see you all in the next video. This is Axiom of Good Time Gaming. Please remember to like, subscribe, and share if you like anything you saw today. And remember to always have a good time gaming.